We're going to walk through each of these in more detail. But before we do, take a look at these values and based on what you infer about them, evaluate your own organization's approach to each one on a scale of 1 to 5, where 1 is very poor and 5 is very good. Grab some paper, hit pause to write each one down, and give it a score. Start the video again when you're ready to go, and we'll get into more detail about the first value, trustworthy sources. Over the past decade or so, an increasing number of organizations, private and public, have worked diligently to collect more and more data. But having a lot of data and being able to truly do something with it are two very different things. And having clean, well-organized data requires investments at all levels of the organization. On top of having the technical infrastructure, processes, and people, an organization that values trustworthy data follows principles that can be described by the FAIR acronym. Most of these principles have to do with the availability of high-quality metadata. Metadata is data about other data. It summarizes basic information about data, which can make finding and working with particular instances of data easier, and helps with sharing and using data across groups. That's what the interoperable part of the FAIR acronym is about. A principal purpose of metadata is to help users find relevant information and discover resources. If you're old enough to remember library card catalogs, they are a great example of early metadata. Metadata also helps to organize electronic resources, provide digital identification, and support the archiving and preservation of resources. An organization that has clearly articulated metadata plans and processes is one that values trustworthy data. Somewhere, right now, there is probably an analyst cleaning data by hand in Excel. It's painful, but people often have to make do with what they've got, especially in the public sector. But some fairly minor, often free investments can make a world of difference for more easily getting and producing clean data that can be used, shared, and reused easily by anyone. If you're collecting data, work with your web development or software engineering team to ensure that forms have solid validity checks and run regular audits to make sure the data coming in from your sources is staying as clean as possible. For cleaning up data, you've got lots of options, from writing basic Excel scripts that can run the same operations on CSV files repeatedly, to free tools like OpenRefine, Drake, and Trifecta Wrangler, to a gamut of paid solutions. If you don't know already, take some time to find out what data cleaning tools are available to you. Now let's take a look at a real-world example. In 2012, an officer-involved shooting in Dixon Circle, Texas, raised controversy among community members as a result of rumors, media speculation, and a lack of factual information. Dallas Police Chief David Brown made a public commitment to improve department transparency for residents and enhance officer accountability. As part of the initiative to rebuild trust within the community, the police department announced new key policies to boost public transparency and safety. The department then compiled comprehensive data on officer-involved shootings going back to 2003, providing details about subjects and officers involved, such as names, race, gender, geo-coordinates of the incidents, weapons involved, subject medical outcomes, and grand jury dispositions. While initially conveyed via PDFs, the department eventually moved all the data to a cloud-based open data platform, with clear information about how, when, and where the data are collected, reported, and updated. Along with increasing access and trust in their data, the department has seen a sharp decline in data requests from media outlets and community members. Many positive trends in community safety, engagement, and rebuilding trust in the Dallas Police Department have resulted from their open data initiative. The first data culture value, Trustworthy Sources, shows how access to reliable, trustworthy information can have a strong impact outside of your organization and in the community as a whole.